one is victim support available, another one is a victim support system. For instance, you can have a victim support, and then you have to see if it is available in all country or not. Normally it isn't. Only the very well-funded ones are, and normally the victim support organization is available in certain parts of the country, or by telephone, or by other means. But some of them in different countries don't have a physical presence in every communities or counties. You have to put it as victims as one of the priorities in not only in political agenda, but also in social agenda, in media agenda. If you do that, normally the political somehow will follow the other agenda, because victims are not in the priority of the politics in most of the countries. And for this, to be a priority means you have a priority in budget as well. That means that they are going to invest, put money on it. Because all the high expenses that to be victim of crime is in health insurance, in health system, in welfare system, it's too high for a country to afford to have all these expenses without paying any special attention to victims. It's a question of fundamental rights, and to be or not to be developed a judicial system, a democracy that wants to be called egalitarian in a way that take care of their citizens must pay special attention to those who are who suffer and harm, like the patients under the health system, like the poor, and like the victims under prisons, not only but especially under the penal system.
And you mentioned the methods already in your presentation, but maybe just to have them on a record. What are those tools and methods that really work in Portugal and maybe could be used also here in Latvia in a way?
Each country has a different solution. We are an NGO, a national non-governmental organization that has very strong partnership with the government, with the Ministry of Justice. That does not mean that we are very well funded, but we keep our independence. At the same time, we keep the track and we keep in the front line of the development of the rights. So we keep pushing the Portuguese society, the Portuguese public bodies to get better and better answers to victims of crime. It's not only a question of to have compensation for victims or things like that. It's a question how we deal and how we treat victims in the systems, how police is training to do so, what kind of respect and recognition victims must have from different agencies. Because to be a victim of crime, sometimes it's to start a very complex circuit and it's a very complex path till something that probably it is in the end. And that's our experiences: partnership, training, raising awareness, and keep working to provide better and better service to victims with the great involvement of citizens.